3 weeks ago, this body passed my common sense resolution, H.J.Res 42, to repeal the D.C. City Council's severely misguided anti-police law, and we did so with bipartisan support, sending a clear message that the People's House remains resolute in our commitment to both back the men and women in blue of the Metropolitan Police Department and to restore public safety in our nation's capital city. We're only 131 days into 2023, and Washington, D.C. has recorded 77 homicides, 62 incidents of sexual abuse, nearly 500 cases of assault with a dangerous weapon, more than 900 robberies, over 24 incidents of motor vehicle theft, and almost 4,200 reported thefts. Clearly, there is a catastrophic crime crisis here in Washington. Yet D.C. Council Chairman Phil Mendelson insists that there is, and I quote, not a crime crisis in Washington, D.C. Meanwhile, it appears the D.C. Attorney General is more concerned with safety risks of gas stoves than safety of citizens. And Mayor Bowser remains missing in action as criminals terrorize the city. In an unconvincing attempt to showcase leadership, she held a public safety summit this week to discuss the issue of crime. But the mayor knows what must be done. She simply refuses to do it. This isn't complicated. D.C.'s local government must prosecute criminals and support Metropolitan Police Department officers. But due to D.C.'s failed local leadership, it's now up to Congress to save our nation's capital from itself. We have both the authority and the responsibility to do so, but we must act swiftly. Residents, small businesses, visitors, and the heroic officers of the Metropolitan Police Department are counting on us to act. Failure to do so will only embolden dangerous, violent, and deranged criminals taking over Washington's streets. So as I did this morning at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial, I call on the Senate to pass H.J.Res 42 and to put people over politics by joining our effort to improve public safety in our nation's capital city. And I urge President Biden to follow suit, just as he did in our fight to nullify the Council's Soft on Crime Revised Criminal Code Act. We must use our authority outlined in Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the United States Constitution to not only protect Americans in Washington, but to protect MPD officers risking their lives to defend law and order in D.C. Mr. Speaker, the clock is ticking, and we don't have a minute to waste. Senators, let's get this done and pass H.J.Res 42 for the American people.